Hey guys, how's it going? I'm XYZCruncher, and before anyone calls me out, this is a completely original idea and I did not steal this from any other YouTuber like PBG or anyone like that. I've been stumped as to what to look at for this week's review, and instead of being smart and looking at one of 200 games behind me, I decided to look back at something that was a massive part of my childhood, and I look back on quite fondly. That something will be the adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Let's talk about this intro first. It's pretty fucking wild with Sonic just zipping around all over the shop. It's a very classic slapstick style and it fits the vibe of the show really well.
Just this intro alone gave me a huge burst of nostalgia. I love it, but rest assured, I'm going to honestly and properly critique this show when need be. The fuck do you think I am, ARTV?
The episode we're going to be taking a look at is Subterranean Sonic. It's a second episode if you don't include the pilot, which never aired on TV, at least not as far as I know. The episode opens with Dr. Eggman, in this cartoon known as Dr. Robotnik, complaining to his minion Scratch and Grounder about how Sonic is always ruining his plans for world domination or some shit.
And one thing you have to realise was this was a time before Eggman had blown up the fucking moon, and up until this point all he'd really done was capture some critters. Moving on.
So Eggman fucking yeets Scratch and Grounder into the sky so they can go and capture Sonic.
Now I think it's a good time to go over the recurring cast of characters the show has to offer. Obviously there's a standard three: Eggman, Sonic and Tails. And if you don't know who these guys are, why the fuck are you watching the video? And then on top of that you have Scratch and Grounder and Coconuts to a lesser degree.
Now Coconuts is not in every episode, but he's in a good majority of them. And he's a badnik just like Scratch and Grounder and many others, but he kinda lives away from Robotnik's fortress, as if he's kinda been banished. Now I think the origin story of him might have been explained either in another episode in the show, or maybe in the Archie comics, but I couldn't give less of a shit, so I'll just leave it at that for him. Scratch and Grounder are relatively stupid henchmen that serve Robotnik and serve us off all of our resident rodent, who moves around at the speed of sound. But Sonic almost always comes out on top, meaning if you watch only a couple of episodes, it kind of becomes clear that these guys really aren't a threat. But in this mostly slapstick Tom and Jerry-esque show, a major threat really isn't needed anyway, so
Sonic's gotta be around here somewhere!
We'll never find him. I can't see a thing. What's that?
That better?
Yeah, thanks. I can see perfect now. Hey!
Eat my dust, Gus.
Damn Sonic, what a rascal. What are you going to get up to next, eh? Please subscribe.
So after getting yeeted and eating shit courtesy of our big lad Sonic here, Scratch and Grounder chase Sonic and Tails, who comes out of bum fucking nowhere, and they then reach this cliff and Scratch does this.
Once it dies down, we've got 1.25 seconds before it gushes again. So, we're going underground!
You get it, it's an unintentional nod to that really bad Sonic show that won't come out until another 6 years maybe. Oh, this show, man. This fucking show.
Where are we? A long way from the nearest chili dog stand, that's for sure.
So Sonic and Tails go down a fucking geyser for some reason, and then get followed by Scratch and Grounder, which leads to our heroes running slap bang into a pile of gems and solid gold.
Look at this Diamondias! Can I take it with us? Huh? Can I?
Drop it, Foxy!
Holy fuck, it's Mr. Rossetti!
So basically Mole Man here just decides to try and fucking murder Sonic and Tails with a homing cannonball.
You know, rational people stuff.
Okay, so Sonic does this throughout the series a fair few times, where he'll just pull a Team Rocket and fool some gullible cunt with the least convincing disguise ever. It doesn't bother me too much, but goddamn. To be fair, it works in the context of the show, so I can't complain too much. Some more shenanigans ensue and our heroes inevitably get captured. And with none to stop Eggman and his cronies, they begin to dig down toward the mole's hideout to steal his treasure, and this leads him to try and kill Sonic and Tails by sending them down a bottomless pit.
You know, rational people stuff.
After digging only what looks like a good 6 feet maybe, they give up and Eggman gets mad and decides, hey, I'll just blow up the place.
You're making a big mistake, Spelunk. Haven't you ever heard of Dr. Robotnik, the nastiest villain in the history of Mobius?
Nope.
Let me guess. You don't get out much, do you?
Nope.
Don't you realize a terrible villain is about to destroy this entire place and steal everything you've got?
Nope. Don't pay no never mind to current events.
Maybe you should consider a career in politics.
If this doesn't work, I'm gonna make chicken broth out of both of you! Can you make broth out of robots? Sure, why not? A little salt, a little pepper, I'm sure would be delicious.
Also, can we just take a second to appreciate Grounder's thickness? Like, goddamn! After blowing the Mole Dude's cave up, everything begins to crumble, leading to a diamond to fall on Sonic and Tails' little cell, busting it open.
We better blow, bro. You know there's no keeping a bad egg down.
You ain't going nowhere. Them rocks have sealed off the only way out.
What? You don't think I can handle a few tons of rock, a limited air supply, and your bad attitude? Well, I'll have us out of this hole faster than you can say I'm a crusty old miser.
You know what, that wasn't a bad joke for what is, for the most part, a completely simple and inoffensive show. It was actually quite smart, but anyway.
Grouchy Tits here almost gets destroyed by a fucking boulder, and then Sonic swoops in. And then they have a little heartwarming monologue about how they have the cunts back or some shit. And then Sonic breaks through the rocks, blocking the exit, and then they head out.
A person need to be faster than a Mobius mosquito to get through there.
Who do you think taught those bugs how to boogie in the first place? Nice sweater. Wool?
Diamondius threads. I made them myself.
Diamondius! Spelunk, give it to me.
Give it to you?
I'm waiting.
Okay, I guess you can have it.
Thanks, Spelunk.
Huh?
Hang on. This way to the races, aces.
All right.
Okay.
Just a sec.
Wow. Thanks.
Hey, you give a little, you get a little.
We then see Eggman and Co loading up the loot, as the heroes devise a plan to basically blow the three of them up. The episode then ends with our heroes riding, or should I say strolling, off into the sunset while the villains get anally raped by a fucking geyser.
Oh shit, Sonic says, I forgot about these.
They're cute little messages that play after the majority of the episodes in this series, and almost all of them, if not all of them, had a positive or motivational message being squeezed into these short 30-second or so clips.
This one was about sharing being a good thing for everyone, which is a good message if you're a fucking commie. But here, let's look at another one and see what other messages the show wanted to promote.
Kids, there's nothing more cool than being hugged by someone you like. But if someone tries to touch you in a place or in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, that's no good. It's your body. No one has the right to touch you if you don't want them to. So what do? First, you say no. Then, you get out of there. Most important, you gotta tell someone you trust. Like your parents, your teacher, a police officer.
If you got this far, thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to like and subscribe and leave some feedback in the comments below. It's always appreciated. Subscribe to my second channel. I'm not very active on there, but I will start making more videos for that. I might be making some music soon and releasing it, so you can look forward to that. But yeah, as a whole, I've been XYZCruncher. Stay cool, stay safe, stay crunchy. I'll be out.